students, I am Sharon Stanley, Assistant Professor, PG Department of English, Don Bosco College, Kottayam. This is Lecture 2, Module 1 of the paper History of English Language. Today, I discuss the topic Human Languages and Animal Communication System. Dear students, I hope you remember the last lecture. Yes, Lecture 1 discusses the nature of language or the features of human language. Here, we'll compare human language and animal communication systems. Let's recall the important features of human language. Yes, displacement, arbitrariness, duality or double articulation, productivity or creativity, cultural transmission, and discreteness. As you all know, language is an indispensable part of human life. Like human beings, animals also communicate with one another. Each animal has its own system of communication. For example, mewing, barking, grunting, and neighing, etc. We know cat mews, dog barks, horse neighs, etc. They have special cries for specific situations. For example, or for instance, animals have mating calls, birds give warning cries to indicate danger, etc. As we all know, dog barks or cat mews, but higher animals like apes utter different cries when they express anger, pleasure, or fear. When we compare human language and these utterances, they are not articulate like human language. These utterances by higher animals like apes are not articulate like human language. Then animal communication does not have any relevant expressions of past or future experiences. That means the property of displacement is absent in animal communication system. In the last lecture, we discussed human language. It has the property of displacement. It helps human beings to create fiction. It gives the ability to express past, future, present, etc. So, animal communication is a response to stimulus like food or danger in the immediate environment. Next point, animal communication or animals have only a very limited range of signals with which to communicate. That means animal communication is close-ended communication. They produce only a limited number of messages. In contrast, human communication is open-ended. It means human beings can continually create new expressions and utterances to describe new objects and situations. And animals cannot produce new combination of sounds as human beings do. That means animal communication is not productive. Next important point, animal systems are genetically transmitted. They are not culture bound or not culturally transmitted. That is, in animal communication, only a set of specific signals are used and they are produced instinctively and are not learned. While we acquire a language in a culture with other speakers and not from parental genes. Next point, the communicative system of animals are fixed and cannot be split up. Example, woof. We cannot split it into w, oo and f. It cannot be separated out as a distinct level of production. Because the sounds used in animal language or animal communication are not meaningfully distinct. Now I discuss a new topic, flux in language. My dear students, what is the meaning of the word flux? Yes, flux means change. You know, language is not static. It is evolutionary. Then, what do you mean by dead language? A dead language is a language which is no longer spoken by people for the purposes of communication and social cooperation. For example, classical Latin and classical Sanskrit. That means still these languages are used in academic purposes, but they are not used for communication and for social cooperation. So they are called as dead language. Languages like classical Latin and classical Sanskrit are dead in this sense, but they have not actually died. They have developed into different forms by a process of continuous change. Yes, all living languages change with the rate of change varying from language to language and from time to time. Dear students, I hope you understand this lecture. Please write the important points discussed in this lecture as your assignment. Thank you.